And now, before we get to all of that, we have some breaking news coming in here on Fineprint. Straight away, a shooting incident has been reported in the Austrian capital city of Vienna. At least one person has been killed while another has been injured by gunshots in a popular tourist restaurant in Vienna. Police say that early indications point to the possibility of a targeted crime. A search has been launched after the two were found in the Lugeck area of the city's first district. The circumstances of the shooting are still unclear. That's the story that's breaking here on WION Fineprint. Shooting incident has been reported in the city of Vienna, the capital of Austria. Manhunt is underway. At least one person has been killed while another has been injured by gunshots in a popular tourist restaurant in the city of Vienna. Police are saying that early indications point to the possibility of a targeted crime. A search has been launched after the two were found in the Lugeck area of the city's first district, but the circumstances of the shooting are still unclear. Now, a lot of concern has been raised over the Indian government's spying on their citizens. In fact, all governments across the world spying on citizens, but monitoring activities are not unheard of. China spies on its own citizens. That's no secret. The country has a vast digital empire to perform such tasks, but the domestic spying has gotten so out of control in China that its public officials are even spying on each other. Many Chinese officials have found wires in their own offices and cars. There were reports that the Russian government has installed a surveillance system so that the government can listen to athletes at the 2014 Sochi Olympic Games. The spy system was first developed in the 1980s and has been used in Russia to spy on the opposition parties. Back in the year 2013, German magazine Der Spiegel had reported that the German intelligence agencies worked with the NSA to collect data of its own citizens. Reports have emerged that the French government is spying on its citizens in much the same way as the US. The government collects data daily from phone calls, emails, text messages and social media accounts. It then stores the information for years on end. The government says that the allegations are false. Now, the government of India, meanwhile, has issued a series of justifications in the wake of the government order that has created all this controversy in the first place. The government feels that the surveillance is justified for the purpose of national security and safeguarding the country against extremist influence. The centre has also said that it's not the first time that the opposition parties are crying foul over the issue of surveillance. It has accused the opposition of the same for the unique identification program of India titled Aadhaar until they were slammed by the Supreme Court. The government of India has tried to assure the people that innocent civilians need not worry about it. To allegations of it being the first time that the government has done something like this, the central government has slammed the opposition, saying that there were instances of illegal and unlawful surveillance that were rampant under the previous government. The government has made its intentions clear. It says that it will continue with the surveillance as it is in the larger interest of the country. Now, the provisions for surveillance is made by the Constitution of India. The order has the backing of Section 69 of the Information Technology Act of the year 2000. So what exactly is this provision? It states that, and I quote, central or state governments are empowered to intercept or monitor or decrypt any information that it deems necessary in the interest of the sovereignty or integrity of India, defense of India, security of the state, friendly relations with foreign states, or public order, or for preventing incitement to the commission of any cognizable offense relating to above, or for investigation of any offense, unquote. It also states that, and I quote, any person in charge of the computer resource shall, when called upon by any agency which has been directed under subsection, extend all facilities and technical assistance to decrypt the information, unquote. A French inventor has developed a machine that breaks down plastic into liquid that can be used as fuel. The inventor, Christopher Coste, said that His machine creates fuel by feeding plastic into a 450 degrees Celsius reactor, which churns out diesel, petrol and gas. The makers say the machine could be more useful in developing countries where waste management and fuel supply is fraught with difficulties. The developers hope to create a container-sized version of the machine by mid-2019, which can churn out 40 liters, that's 40 liters of fuel per hour using a process called pyrolysis. Every year, about 260 million tons of plastic is produced worldwide. United Nations figures show 8 million tons of plastic enter the ocean every year, killing marine life and entering the human food chain. Conservationists have warned that plastic pollution in the oceans could outweigh fish by the year 2050.
Quand j'ai commencé à tester la pyrolyse des plastiques, je suis tombé face au défi de cette fameuse cire, ces wax qu'on obtient quand on fait de la pyrolyse des plastiques, qui représente quasiment la totalité du liquide qui sort. Donc j'ai mis 3 ans à mettre au point ce système pour ne plus avoir ces fameuses cires et pour avoir seulement du gasoil et de l'essence et rien d'autre.
Et nous, notre ambition, elle est de s'appuyer sur cette invention pour la promouvoir, la développer et faire un outil, à la fois un outil environnemental et un outil social. Puisque la vocation de cette machine, ça va être de collecter du déchet plastique, notamment dans les pays en développement, et de créer de la valeur, de créer de l'emploi, et on conjuguera la collecte du déchet plastique et la création d'emplois. Et on veut que le modèle soit économiquement durable pour qu'il soit pérennisable et qu'il puisse se dupliquer un peu.